We have two of the starter decks for this game. We decided to get two because you kind of need to buy two whenever you purchase any sort of card game. That's just kind of how they make it. We are going to open both because there is a chance to get alternate arts of the action point cards. But basically, inside of a box, we have a couple different things. So obviously a 50 card ready to play deck, 3 action points, a play sheet. There's 7 commons, 6 uncommons, 3 rares, 2 super rares, and an action point card. It says 1, but that's just saying the types. There's like 50 cards total. What anime? It's Bleach. This is Bleach. You've seen Bleach. You have seen this anime. But yeah, Bleach. Love this game. Let's get right into it. Honestly, this is my first time actually seeing any of the cards. I've done some. The song is called Number One Bleach. Part of me wants to kind of save these boxes, but at the same time, no. Let's just get right into it. I don't even care. Toss that there. Put the deck down here. So obviously it starts off by showing you kind of like the general rules of how to actually play the game. So if you ever need to, I have a knife, I just don't want to use it on this one. So this literally tells you how to play it. It's a little bit complicated when you first play it. Well, that's actually kind of cool. I actually don't hate that. I don't like that they cut off the areas here, but it even has like what all the like effects on cards do, which is actually pretty useful. So this is actually pretty good. It's actually not bad at all. But we're just gonna toss it off to the side for now. Get right into the deck here. Alright, we got Uryu Ishida. Essentially, this card, you want to basically play him turn 1. He's going to be able to bounce a card to the trash, and then you just kind of repeat that for a little bit. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. You got the Orihime Inoue. So essentially, this down here is their energy cost. This is how much energy they generate. Think of like land from Magic. That's how much land energy they generate. This one, when you play it, you bounce the Uryu, so you're going to be basically using these cards interchangeably in order to play this this deck off. So that one's definitely a good one. Kisuke, this one, when this card is active, it gains an extra energy. So you get 2 copies of that one. And then we got the Ichigo. This one, very simple. It is a 0 cost, 1 AP Ichigo that you want as a raid target for the other cards. We'll get into raid and what that is. But essentially, you want to play 4 of those because it's such a low cost. You want to have as many targets as you can. We got Chad. Probably not going to play him, to be honest with you. Got 4 copies of him. Renji Abardai. He's not bad. You can definitely play this one. Just because he's a 3500, he's pretty strong. But he is kind of situational. We got Tasty Bread. Not going to use that. But it's a cute looking card. Getsuga Tensho. This one's actually really good. Basically, when you have an Ichigo on the board, it deals 5,000 battle power instead of 3,000. And it has a special trigger, so when this card is in your life, it flips over and basically that effect activates. For this one, you choose one of your opponent's frontline characters and kill it. Great card. You want to be able to run probably 4 of those if you can. Bankai, this one just restands your AP. Definitely good, and also has a final trigger. You can only have 4 final triggers in a deck, so 4 of any trigger can be in the deck. Final, basically, if this is your last life card, you get an extra one, which is rare that that's going to happen. That's just luck, but you definitely want to have that option. Another Orihime Inoue, so this is a double blocker. Basically, when it blocks and survives, it restands and is able to block again. 4 copies of that. Kisuke Urahara. Same thing, he has a double energy here, but he's a 3-1, just a vanilla. Probably won't run him, especially with other cards in the booster boxes. You're just going to kind of get rid of them. Ichigo Kurosaki, this one is fantastic. It's a when attacking, this card gains 1,000 battle power. Really good because it means it has 4,000 anytime it attacks. That's very important. It also generates 2 energy. So having this just in your energy line, being able to raid with it is super effective. So definitely want to have him. Now we get into the actual raid. What the hell is raid? So let's pretend my Ichigo is in my energy line. Raid, at any point, whether it comes from my life or from my hand, I can pay the energy. The action point, only if it's in my hand. If it's from the life, it's just the energy. But essentially, this raid will then go on top of the Ichigo. Has to be Ichigo. And it also promotes to my front line. So now you can use that as like your attacker. Basically the best way to describe it. So this deck gives you two. One of them is non-hollow and one of them is hollow. So that's kind of what the hollow looks like there. Really cool. Then we get a Renji Abarai. This one's not a raid target, even though it kind of has the same sort of background as this. It's just a character, but he's actually really good, so definitely could play him. So you get one common and one rare. We got the Rukia Kuchiki. Rukia is actually pretty good in this deck. This one specifically isn't the best, but she's there. Now we get to some cards that you're just not going to play. It's just a vanilla. You're not going to play him outside of the starter deck. He's good for the starter deck and the starter deck only. Ichigo's Room, same sort of thing. This is kind of like an action card. I'm not going to play this at all. But it's there. Substitute Soul Reaper of Karakura Town. Draw 2 cards, then place 1 card from your hand into your trash. It says sideline, trash, sideline, same thing. Again, you're not going to play this, unfortunately, because you still have to like actually use it. Looks like we did not get the alternate art ones. That's okay. So these are your AP. You get a total of 3 per game. Every card has the ability to use up to 3 AP on a card. I actually don't think we have any that have 3. But essentially, these are one-time uses. You tap them, and that's how you get those things to trigger. So that is basically what a starter deck is. Let's quickly open the other one just to see if this one also has regular action points or if we got super lucky. Maybe we did, because that would be pretty awesome. Let's see here. Is that the same packs? No, okay. I was freaking out there for a second. Let's just go ahead and quickly check, because that'll be the only thing we're trying to see if it's any different. And nope, it's the regular ones, which is totally fine. So let me know if you guys think that that's worth it. Decks only cost like 16 bucks, roughly. But essentially, this is a great way to start the game off. Getting this this Ichigo, where it's the raid target, is actually a pretty good one. You want to have 2 in the deck. So you can probably get away with buying 1 starter deck and just a couple extra cards for like from singles and stuff like that. You wouldn't necessarily need to buy a booster box or anything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like Purple Bleach? Do you want to play Hunter x Hunter more? Are you looking for a specific IP? Let me know.